Good morning again, folks. I made the best discovery this morning. Apparently, a Redditor, I'm not even sure if I'm saying that correctly, has found some of the trial evidence, some of the pictures, some of the transcripts, and has linked them all in a single list. And so I will put a link to that at the bottom in the comments or probably in the description of this video. But I'm starting to think that I may have to make a separate channel just for the Avery case because there's a lot to cover. And I don't want it to get mixed in too much with some of my other material. So be on the lookout for that. I'll probably do that in the next day or so. But anyways, I wanted to discuss some inconsistencies that I found within episode 3 of the documentary. Now, Pamela Sturm is Teresa's cousin, and she's the one who found the car. Now, I find this interesting that her cousin was the one who found the car. Anybody else notice some weirdness with that? I'm just saying. And Special Agent Tom Sturdivant located the bones in the debris pile. And from what I understand from the documentary, and if anybody else has any other information, please correct me in the comments. But from what I understand, the bones were on the surface of the burn pit. That's inconsistent for what would have had to have been a ton of fuel, meaning wood, debris, basically anything that can burn, to be piled on top of the fire to keep it hot enough to burn the body. I also find it interesting that there was soft tissue found on the bones, on some of the bones. How was there soft tissue found on some of the bones if the fire was burning hot enough to break down the bones into itty bitty fragments? That doesn't make any sense to me. But then again, I'm not a burn expert. I would have to talk with someone who is a burn expert, and I will be searching for such a person within the next few days. Now, Lincoln Colburn, this is interesting. Lincoln Colburn had actually been searching the cabinet next to where the key was found immediately before the key was found. I also found another area online where someone has pointed out that the key that was found was apparently a spare key. It was not the main ignition key that you get when you purchase the car. It was one of the spares that come with the purchase. Interesting, no? Undersheriff Robert Herman felt the need to state repeatedly, it's impossible for us to plant evidence. And he said it in a very smug manner, which I found interesting. It's impossible for us to have planted evidence. No, it's not. And why would you say that unless you were trying to convince the entire public that that was not what happened? Now, the press conference on March 1st, Brendan Dassey was arrested. And on March 2nd, they state that the time of death was between 3:45 and 10 or 11 p.m. Where did that timeline come from? Brendan Dassey's statement, his coerced confession. Interesting. He hears screams walking towards the trailer. I'm sorry, but if Stephen Avery had kidnapped someone, and since he lives on a property where everybody and their damn sister is right on top of each other, why wouldn't he use a gag? I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out using a gag. Now, Brendan Dassey states that he slit her throat, but she was still alive. I'm sorry, but no, that's not possible. Not with the narrative that we've discussed with regards to how the throat slit could have happened. He states that she was shot in the head and the stomach. Again, blood would have been everywhere. Now, during the press conference immediately after that hearing, the brother is looking at the floor. He refuses to make eye contact with anybody. Something is not right with the brother. Now, I'm not saying that he killed her. I'm just saying that he knows something strange. We will discuss more points that I found that were inconsistent in the very next video. Thank you for watching.